am Petros Ioannou. I am from Cyprus. I am a sporting shooter. I am 43 years old, almost. I've been shooting sporting since 2002, but I actually started with a shotgun at the age of 5, accompanying my father to hunting excursions. Slowly, when I grew up, I got my own gun. I continue going hunting, and then slowly, I started shooting clays with my friends. This happened in 1998. Slowly, I became a regular sporting shooter in 2002. I remember when I was 5 years old, my father was holding the gun and let me try to pull the trigger. It was my first experience with the recoil of the gun. Unbelievable.
When did you start having lessons, and who was your first coach?
Actually, I didn't have any lessons with any coach. Slowly by myself and by reading books and magazines, taking advice from experienced shooters. This was the main help that I had before I started shooting, let's say, professionally.
When did you decide to become pro shooter?
Okay, in Cyprus, we are not actually professional shooters, because sporting and combat are not Olympic disciplines like trap and skid. Although, since 2013, I decided to create my own shooting school, helping people to improve their shooting, and also for novice people who want to try and start shooting. Also experienced shooters taking advice from my school, improving their shooting with very good results. People are satisfied, and slowly I keep going on.
Please explain for us what is different between Olympic discipline and sporting and combat as you are shooting.
There are two federations, the ISSF, who is the federation responsible for the Olympic disciplines, trap, skid, double trap, and air guns, air pistols. And there is also the FITASC Federation, which federation is responsible for the non-Olympic disciplines. It's compact, FITASC, combined game shooting. The difference is that in Olympic disciplines, wherever in the world you travel to shoot your discipline, you can find the same layouts, the same targets, the same traps at the same distance. Something which doesn't happen with non-Olympic disciplines, because FITASC and compact are now more popular among the shooting population because it's more challenging. When you visit a country to shoot a competition, you don't actually know what you are going to see in the ground, what targets are you going to face, what trajectories you will see. And this thing makes both of the disciplines very challenging, and as I said before, they became very popular among our shooters. I shoot both disciplines the same, depends on the weather. During winter time, we prefer to shoot compact because you can shoot under the shells, and you can avoid rain and wind. And sporting is a bit more difficult to shoot in winter, even though in Cyprus we have very good weather. We try to catch up with both of them. I try to use both techniques and follow through and maintain, even though my most favorite is maintain lead. It makes me shoot more consistently without getting tired easily. But it depends from the targets though, even though I try to use both of them.
What would be the main fault you see in the shooters coming to you for lessons?
That's a very good question. People who want to improve their shooting, they are actually confused with the techniques. Most of the time they don't know how to react with the gun, when to start, when is the pick-up point of the target, when is the kill point of the target. And what is the most confusing for people who are not very experienced is that they are confusing their mind which technique to use with every target. So I try to make things easier for them and try to give them the psychology to be able to read themselves the trajectory of the target, where it is most convenient for them to kill the target, and so later on they try to decide how they will kill the target.
It did happen before if some shooters came to you and you say no, the shooting is not in your blood and it's better you don't shoot, you go to other
No,
sport.
you can never say this to people who try and improve their shooting. You must be positive to people, try to encourage them to keep shooting, but you can never ever say that it's not in your blood and you cannot continue with shooting.
It means everybody can be a shooter.
Everybody can be a shooter.
What is the difference between rifle shooting, air, and shotgun shooting?
When you shoot with a shotgun, you have the recoil of the cartridge, something that you don't have with a rifle. When you shoot with a rifle, you shoot with a lens, something which doesn't apply with a shotgun. The shotgun you shoot by instinct, with the eyes, and with the experience.
Normally, how many times a week do you have practice in the range?
Yeah. It depends on the season. During winter time, I try to shoot at least once a week. But after springtime and summertime, I shoot about 3-4 times a week, depending on the coaching time that I have. So I try to make everything convenient to me, coaching and shooting.
And do you have any shooting school for the people who wants to start the shooting at now, or in Cyprus, or in which city?
Yes, I mostly coach people in Cyprus. There is no problem about the city because the distances here are very small. You can travel to another town in half an hour, 45 minutes, no problem. And yes, I see people who take gun for first time in their life. There are people who have never experienced before with a shotgun, and they come to me. And slowly you see these people that are getting very familiar with the sport because it's challenging sport, it's a mental sport, and it's a sport that attracts many people.
What's your shooting plan for future?
For this year, I have to get ready for the European Championship, which will take place where we are now, at Larnaca Shooting Ground, beginning of May. Later on, I will take part at the World English Sporting at Churchill's in England, end of June. And most probably I will also try and take part at the World Compact in Italy and some sport competitions concerning European and world in FITA sporting.
How did you feel at the World FITASC? If you have any advice for FITASC Federation?
Yes. Every time I take part at the world competition or a European competition, FITASC competition, the feeling is that you are with the people that you want to be with, foreign shooters, friends from abroad, and the feeling is amazing. You know, it's challenging when competing abroad. You find very beautiful targets, very beautiful landscape, and you always try to perform the best of you, so that for me personally, what matters is that I want to show that Cyprus exists on the map, even though we are a very small island. We have in all disciplines extremely good shooters, top shooters, and our aim is to promote Cyprus abroad.